Welcome to Pokemon King and Queen, where I take Egypt and Africa's myths, legends, and animals and turn them into Pokemon that all live in the Marahalia region. Basically, Africa is split into several islands on top of the Mariana Trench. And today, because I am so very smart, I forgot to write a script. I might get a little rambly, but who doesn't like a little art talk in an art video? So today, 3 of these Pokemon are redesigns, and 2 of them, well, one of them isn't new, because you know them as trains. That's right, we're finally making evolution. But unfortunately, I don't have the second fossil Pokemon pair. I had an idea, but I didn't want to rush the design, because then I knew that I would just make it look bad. As for the redesigns, it's the Mantis Smash line, or Shrimp Mine, or whatever you want to call it. I don't hate these designs, but they could be better. And on that note, let's get into the video. In this design, I wanted it to be more simple than what I made it originally. My problem with this design is that it looks like a cartoon version of its real-world counterpart, the Mantis Shrimp. So I decided to up the Pokemon, if that makes sense. I gave it one spear hand and one hammer hand. I also shrunk down the proportions because this Pokemon just looked way too wonky, if that makes sense. The eye goes off a little bit, but I fixed that eventually. And now this is another one on the list of successful redesigns. Shrimp, the tool Pokemon. Shrimp spends its time underwater, building forts for itself and other Pokemon. They often form groups to build more efficiently. This guy has been in the drawing workshop for the 3rd time in a row. The first time I made him, I actually don't think I posted it. I think I might have. I might have to look back at the video. There was just a whole bunch of nothing going on with the arms. They were just like these weird shaped hammer looking things. So for a redesign, I just wanted to make this Pokemon look like it could actually do a lot of damage. Like you'd have it on a wrecking crew in the Pokemon world. And if this was a game, this would be the Strength TM replacement in the game. The second hardest part was the coloring stage, because I think I'm starting to lose my touch with coloring. I mean, I used to suck until I saw like this video that taught me about complementary colors, and I started to limit my designs to 3 colors instead of 8. But this was way back before I even started doing an art channel. I wanted this Pokemon to look burlier and more rough. I wanted more details on this Pokemon because the last design just looked bland. I wanted to add more segments, more pattern, more to this design. In my drawings, I don't feel like I can convey the Pokemon's personality enough. This guy says, "I'm big, I'm tough, and I'm ready to pick a fight with you, so don't test me." The final struggle was the typing, but I think it works out fine. This is Mars Smash, new name too. Mars Smash, the pummeling Pokemon. Using their giant claws that resemble boxing mitts, they can pound right into solid stone without breaking a sweat. They will fight Gyarados and can punch so hard it can ignite in water. Now, my least favorite of all the ones we redesigned. Not because it's my least favorite, it's because the old one was my least favorite. This one actually looks kind of nice. The idea was basically that it was a jousting knight, but I kind of just went with the knight and then just gave it jousting sticks as claws. Don't get me wrong, there have been stupider, way stupider designs in Pokemon, official and fake. I don't mean stupid in like to be mean. I mean like stupid as in like the idea is kind of out. That just like you guys know what I'm saying, right? I'm not trying to be mean, not trying to bash anybody. This is what I get for not writing a script. I eventually settled on the concept that it's a centaur. And I basically swapped out the anatomical features of a horse for the mantis shrimp. I actually decided to make the second claw a shield instead of another jousting stick, and just gave the one jousting stick to the one claw. I was trying to make this look more serious, but then I realized that there's a lot of Pokemon designs that look serious and goofy at the same time, like maybe Dragonite counts. Also, I tried my best to make it like an African centaur. African centaurs usually have African animals as the back half instead of just a horse, so I made this like a zebra. I also will make a zebra Pokemon eventually. Like I was saying earlier with moods, I gave this the impression of like a D&D nerd. Its scared and worried expression is not a coincidence at all. That was totally intentional. It looks so sad and scared, like, oh my gosh, what is my master setting me up to now? Well, another successful redesign. Joust Shrimp, the jousting Pokemon. Joust Shrimp are shy in nature and do not seek conflict, despite their appearance. Only the most skilled and patient trainers can unlock this Pokemon's true potential, as it gets very nervous. Everyone remembers Thrains from 2 weeks ago, right? Well, quick recap, it's a anime swordsman in training that doesn't have really strong claws even though it's a Thorisasaur, and it evolves into a master swordsman. And we're about to see that evolved form in a little bit. But for right now, it's come to my attention that this little guy, his name sounds like a not legal activity. See, while its name is Rober, you can easily pronounce it as something else. So, this guy is now called Cloth. I spent hours, tireless hours, sleepless nights working on this. That's what you're expecting me to say, right? Nope, I got this in the first try. And I just really like this design. Yeah, the fact that I got it on my first try, I don't know why it makes it sound bad, but it's actually pretty good. But the only problem I had was that I made a mistake, and I put 2 claws on one arm and 3 claws on the other arm. So I decided to add to its lore that it has 3 claws, but it can retract one at a time. So yeah, I can just make its hand big and just like throw it out and just make a whole bunch of big blades. It's weird how well this Pokemon worked. The only real problem I had was I had to fix the hair because it was supposed to be like a third horn, but it just looked like it was just bigger than the hair on its back. And the hair on its back kind of looks like a samurai's hair. See, this Pokemon just works way too freaking well. This is Lashery. Lashery, the sword Pokemon. It is said that back in the times when it roamed the earth, Lashery had the power to destroy entire forests with one swing. It's speculated that Tyrantrum would even avoid them. See, in outros I usually have nothing to say, but this time around, I'm announcing OC-tober. For the whole month of October, you get to make your own OCs do whatever. And here is the whole month prompt. On free space for me, I will be making new Pokemon for the region. Well, sort of. You'll see what I mean by that when this video comes out. I mainly only use Instagram, so when you use something for OC-tober, use the hashtag OC1tober. You can't really specify the OC as capital, so you just had to put the 1. Sorry. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you next time.